Grand Finals, best of 5. Let's get going. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have the Dragon Kitesy Gaming Protoss in the blue. herO. And he is once again facing off in a Grand Finals against his teammate, the red Zerg player, Dark. I mean, we know this is a banger. These guys just played against each other last night in the KSL Grand Finals, which means I'm going to have 2 Dark versus herO YouTube videos on my channel again. I'm going to do the same thing as last week, but I think last week it was it Dark versus Beyond last week? And I just had it twice in a row. That's wild. That's actually hilarious. I love it. This game was, or this match last night, man, words are hard, was a banger. It ended up being, so Dark started off with a 2-0 and got reverse swept. And I feel like that kind of happens a lot to him with herO, where Dark will take like the first game, or again last night, the first 2 games, but then it feels like herO gets under his skin a little bit. It gets into his head, and he wins a game. And then it's like Dark can't win a game from then on. And I don't know if that's Dark not being able to, or if it's herO just being able to, like, once he gets the win, he just has too much momentum. But it feels to me like Dark suddenly starts struggling once herO wins a game. You know what? I'm checking now. It was the same situation last week. Dark versus herO was the finals of KSL 2 weeks in a row now, and the finals of ESL Korea 2 weeks in a row now. That's hilarious. I cannot believe that. So we're at our 4th. I only cast twice a week right now, guys. And somehow this is now 4 finals in a row for me of Dark versus herO. I mean, I guess this is the real true testament if StarCraft is boring or not, because if this can be an exciting and interesting match 4 times in a row, then I mean, this game must be pretty good, right? That's how I feel anyways. I don't know. It does give us a lot of context into how these guys are playing. I think it's very interesting, actually, that we're on Neo Humanity for map 1. That feels like a kind of strange choice for these players, but I dig it. This map gives us some cool plays sometimes. Obviously, cooling towers are a fun thing, but it's just kind of an interestingly shaped map. I think it can be tough to hold on to a 3rd on this map. And for the Zerg players, as they expand outwards, I feel like they can actually hold 5 bases pretty well. I don't know, it seems like there's kind of a good 5-base setup. Maybe even 6 if you're able to grab this one. We'll see. We're in game 1 of the series. We have a Void Ray opening from herO. Pretty standard stuff. Oracle doesn't want to turn on, but I think he's going to have to. Look at that, the Adept scaring them away, scaring those Lings out of there. Yeah, you better run. You better run. That's what that Adept is saying, the Lings. Oracle looking for some damage. We'll be able to find a couple of drones here before the Spore pushes it out. A lot of queens for Dark. He's on 7 queens already. Not building any more for the time being, so it might just be the 7. But this feels like very early into 7 queens. I think maybe he was worried about more Void Rays. Obviously, queens are just kind of always good to have lots of. Never bad to have more queens. It does make me wonder if he wants to push with the queens. Definitely seen him do that kind of thing before, but with the Evo Chamber, with the Bane Nest, it doesn't feel like queens are going to be pushing across the map anytime soon. You don't usually do that with like a Baneling-based composition and +1 melee. We do have Blink and +1 on the way for herO. Which actually I feel like last night wasn't something we saw a ton of from him. I think he did do one Blink build, but it ended up in a very weird all-in situation. It'll be interesting to see it in kind of a more normal game. Cooling towers falling down, blocking off all sorts of stuff. I love the idea of units getting trapped in there. I've only seen it, I think, twice. I think we've seen it twice. I have seen it twice, I should say. It's pretty rare. And it gets more and more rare as players are more and more aware of what's going on, what is possible. Stalker's pushing out now. Baneling's going to try to bust in. Maybe hoping that this was mined out, but it is not mined out. Ooh, Bane's going to try to hop in here as well. There's a force field, but it doesn't really get too much done. So 5 probes going down to those Banes. Lings try to get in over here, but they do get pushed away. These Banes going to get pushed away as they're not going to make it through. Ooh, Ling's coming back, though. Dark playing very, very Ling heavy. Trying to get the Banelings in here to get some decent connections. Gonna get the Sentry and a few more probes. Link's hitting from both sides now, actually surrounding these Stalkers. Stalkers trying to come back and push them away. Oh, good kill on the pylon there. 10 probes going down, and the Lings trading pretty decently against the Stalkers as well. 20 more Lings on the way. Oh my god, herO left the door open. No. herO, why? And the Lings get right into the natural. We've got more Banelings about to try to hit this third. Look at all these hurt probes just itching to get blasted by a Baneling. And this has gone from bad to worse right now for herO, who's down 32 workers. Yeah, he still has 50, but man, this is a lot of damage. And now that he's just building more and more workers, I'm surprised Dark isn't droning behind this, actually. He tries to kill the 4th, but here is able to hold on to it for now. So many Lings out. But he's just on 59 workers. Dark's 4th has 1 drone out. Okay, now 6 more drones start up. The Hive starts for Dark. So he's not droning, but he's just going for a lot of tech and a lot of Lings. Trying to hit in over here, but with the Zealots out, with some Archons coming out, it's going to be a little bit harder for the Lings to find damage. However, they're trying to hit on the both sides here. Looks like the left side gets held, but the door is open again. herO, why do you do this to me? Why? The Lings in the natural get cleaned up. Probes getting pulled from the main so they don't die. But now, 4th is completely exposed. Shield battery could maybe overcharge and hold on to this for a little bit, but only a little bit. And the Lings will get out of there, at least some of them. herO supply blocked after losing pylons and a Nexus. But not that far behind in workers, 59 to 63. Losing the base is very painful, but Dark's economy is not great. The army supply is very similar, and it's just pure Ling with a handful of Banes out of Dark right now. So he doesn't really have like a lot of longevity with this army. He's got to get into the higher tech. He's going for the Ultras because it's the only thing that really makes sense when you have like +2 melee done before anything else. Adrenal's on the way as well. It's going to make these Lings a lot stronger. I like that Dark is prepping for the counterattack with these spine crawlers. But herO actually just chilling. He is just chilling. He's going to retake that 4th. I'm surprised he's so gung-ho on the forward 4th base, but he wants to take it. He wants to hold it. Is there Storm? No Storm. I don't know why herO doesn't have Storm. Storm does so much damage to Lings and Banes. I feel like just having a couple of High Templar around with Storm would be so sick here for herO. He could absolutely just blast a bunch of Lings with a Storm. What is this reptile crate doing here? What is this? I have never seen this before. What is happening? Is Snake in there? I think Snake is in there. Is there another one? Is it just the one? When did this get added? What is this? What is this? It's a snake. Oh, I wish I could see it. So rude. It's so rude that I can't see it right now. I know it's like right in here. There it is. There it is. It's got a snake on it. That's honestly incredible. I love it so much. Here, taking the 5th base now. I was just going to say not teching anywhere at the moment, just continuing to build the same units, but he drops the fleet beacon. He is planning on getting into those carriers eventually. Dark is on 146 Lings. A handful of Banes being made as well. That is insane. An insane amount of Zerglings. He's also got a few Ultras out, so those are going to help him out quite a bit here. Ooh, Archon's coming from the backside, though. I don't know what these Queens are doing here. The Reptile Crate is here. Getting pushed out of the way. Guess the Queens can kill the Oracle. Lings coming in on this side as well, and you know what? Those Immortals don't do that well against Lings. Dark just continuing to hit from both sides, getting a few probe kills now. But the super high Archon count, 9 Archons, actually going to really help against the Zerglings. Who needs Storm when you just have 9 Archons? Why not? Honestly, the fact that it's 5 bases to 5 and Dark is going Mass Ling Bane, I feel like is a problem here for Dark. His army is incredibly cost inefficient. He's been taking good trades so far, but I feel like overall, oh my god, especially against this amount of Archons, this army here is just so powerful with all the shield battery energy around too. What do you do here as Dark? I feel like he needs to get into higher tech units. He's just playing with like, this is like pure monkey brain play here. He's like, oh, more Zerglings, more Ultras. I want Zerglings and I want bigger Zerglings. Are we sure Ragnarok didn't win that last game? Pretty sure this is Dark. But not really playing like Dark. That being said, the burrow play with the Lings is really nice. He's going to 3-3 Adrenal rush that Robo. 18 probes going down. herO is way out on the map and is a little afraid to push up into these Ultralists, even though he's got 5 Immortals. Bunch of Stalkers, which do damage, bonus damage versus Armored as well. Dark's just going to try to counterattack. Because why not? 10 Ultras out on the field. Looks like this little run by going to get stopped, but not before it kills a bunch of probes. My god, these probes die so fast. 16 of them going down. Another counterattack hitting into this base. God damn. Even those 2 Lings that popped up did so much damage in here. Super Shield Battery turns on. We'll try to hold on a little bit. These Lings will be spotted and killed, at least for the most part. Probes getting targeted down there, so 23 in total going down. herO down to 44 workers. His economy is not great. His army, though, is great. His army is like really, really great. And it's just more Ling Ultra Bane on the way right now for Dark. He's morphing the Banes. He's just trying to hold on. But herO might be able to just straight up push. He might be able to just push through. Ultra's attacking into the Immortals. The Immortals just kind of crushing them right now. But the Lings coming in, making it a lot more complicated. herO needs to target down the Ultras with the Immortals, but he's running out of units. And Dark is even building. That's right. one single swarm host, and we all know swarm hosts are OP. It looks like it wasn't carriers on the way for herO. It was the mama. But as she comes over, there's nothing for her to cloak. So herO is forced to tap out. I cannot believe Dark won that with the head-bashing strategy of mass Ling, couple Banes into a few Ultras. It's actually wild. Dark trying to figure out a way to beat herO. He's got to like really think outside the box. All right, we're going into game 2. Going to be on Gresvan. Oh, why all my joints are sore right now. Need to eat my vitamins, you know? Maybe that's why. That's why I'm not as good at StarCraft as these guys. I don't eat my vitamins. I bet these guys do. They eat their Wheaties in the morning. Eat lots of, like, bananas and fish pills or whatever. I don't know what people eat. I don't know what healthy people eat. Granola. They eat a bunch of granola. Let's get into game 2 and see if this man in the upper left-hand corner can pull it back for Dragon Kitesy Gaming. It's herO. Or if he can once again go up 2-0 in this series, just like he did last night. It's Dark. All right. I'm going to follow this person's camera. And I am going to stand up again. I apologize for the microphone sounds. Just sometimes as it gets later, I got to stand up. Stand up and do a little casting. It really helps get the blood flowing, which is important. I'm feeling a little tired. You know, I'm feeling it's a little after 11. Been up for a long time. Starting to feel it a little bit. We got to just gain our passion back for StarCraft. Get ourselves to the exciting part of the game. So in the meantime, I'm going to borrow whoever's observing this is. I think it might be Inus? Steadfast? Not really sure. And I hope we see some exciting gameplay like that. Very rare to see such mass Ling. I mean, Dark has been really liking mass Ling. So I guess it's not too surprising, but seeing that work against Protoss, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen anything like that. That felt like very old school. And kind of crazy that herO also went for like kind of a monkey brain strat, and I mean that in the best way possible, but like there was no storm, there was no like crazy micro. Because he was constantly on the defensive, we didn't see any fancy blink micro. He just had to like blink back. He tried to keep the units together as much as possible. He was just pure defending on multiple fronts that whole game. So we didn't get to see anything super fancy from herO. The lack of storm is weird to me though. When you're up against that many Lings, I feel like having storm just be researched, a few High Templar around at any given point, near some shield batteries, they can just slam a storm down, at least zone, buy time for the rest of your units to get there. I'm surprised we didn't see that from herO. It feels like such an obvious thing to go for, but at the same time, when you're getting attacked from so many sides, you might just end up losing more High Templar than is worth it. And Archon's pretty damn good against Lings, especially in those clumps like that. Not good enough, though, I guess. See if this game ends up going any differently. I have a feeling we're going to get different compositions. Last game was a little bit weird. This is Cheeky Adept. This Cheeky Adept. Last game was a little bit weird with the... just the map, honestly, more than anything else. And Dark, I think a big part of Dark being able to win that game were the run-bys. Obviously, the multi-prong made it difficult, but the door just being open for herO, he lost like 30+ probes because that door was open a couple of times. It also pulls him completely back into his natural to deal with all those lings, into the main even. And that gives Dark a little bit more presence on the map. Oracle looking for a little bit of damage, but I was just going to say not really finding much, but there you go. I guess the second Oracle gets a couple more kills, bringing us up to 3. We're going to come in and spot the Forged Twilight Council setup here. Nothing too crazy. I wonder if we'll see a charge opening out of herO. He was really favoring that in the series last night, going for straight into charge and then into Archons and just getting like a kind of like an old school charge lot Archon Immortal army out to work with, instead of going for the blink and +1 like we saw last game. And maybe last game is why we saw him going so heavy on Zealot Archon last night. But no, it's another blink. Okay, another blink +1 opening. Ooh, that Oracle makes it out just barely. Just barely. Reminder, guys, I'm not the only caster out here doing ESL. I know, I'm not the biggest caster, so it doesn't mean as much. You guys probably know everybody else, but make sure to check out the other people casting tonight. Obviously, Steadfast, I imagine if you're in my channel, you know and are following Steadfast already, but also check out the Cranky Ducklings. We also have a couple of Korean broadcasters, Maddox and Into the Inu, out there tonight, bringing you some Korean content. Just give those guys a follow. You know, if you're like me, I follow like 1 billion Twitch channels. It's, you know, you just worry about the ones you want to watch, but it's always nice to give a follow. It's such a simple action. It means a lot to the streamers, especially the smaller streamers. I know Maddox is really trying to make content creation work for him and trying to do casting and translating and stuff and be able to survive. So definitely give his channel a cheeky follow. Big shout out to all the guys that do not just this every week, but all sorts of other events. Now, a lot of these guys do the ESL Cups on Monday as well. I miss doing those. I really do. Honestly, part of me is thinking about trying to get Mondays off and getting back into casting ESL every week, but I don't know. Maybe one day. Now, we got a lot of links coming in here from Dark. The Oracles do show up to push them away, but trying to get on top of that Forest base. Again, going heavy ling. 28 more lings on the way. +1 melee nearly done. He wants to put pressure on his base. There are a lot of stalkers here, but I don't think there's a shield battery. Hydroden on the way behind this as well. So Dark isn't just going for pure ling until he gets into Hive and Ultras. He is planning on a follow-up tech. Takes me the Hydroden. I imagine it'll be lurkers behind that, but you know what? He may actually just kind of stick with straight Hydras for now. Hydras do pretty decently against stalkers. If they have lings and banes out front, charge lots and Archons aren't too big of a deal for them either. But that being said, herO is on a very, very nice economy. Dark and herO's economies are pretty much the exact same. So Dark's gonna have to take good fights, and it has been something we've seen today, is that the trades have been quite good, even when it feels like they shouldn't be. Like last game I checked and I was like, oh, I expected them to be hugely different. They were like 1,000 different. Very, very close. But I do like the Hydras here. It makes me feel like Dark wants to go for a big attack soon. In fact, Dark has completely stopped droning. herO goes up to 85 workers. But Dark's up to 100 army supply. And he's just building nothing but units. Looks like he wants to put the pressure on here soon. So many Lings. What are we at? Just 104. Nothing compared to last game. We were like 150 at one point last game. Out on the map all at once. Wild. Just 75 army supply of pure Ling. Aw, thanks, 47. Always appreciate having you in the chat. And to anybody who's lurking in one or multiple chats, shout out to you guys. Lurkers, keep us alive. I appreciate the lurkers. Ooh, those stasis traps. Dark's not going to appreciate those stasis traps if he hits the Lings into them. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's the big one. Damn. A lot of Lings getting caught there. herO might try to trap those. A lot of action going on right now. There is a fleet beacon. Triple disruptor production out of herO. So he is getting a big disruptor count. Cleaning up these run-bys. Ling's going to try to get cleaned up here, but they will escape for now. Needs to buy some time. Oh, actually, going to get right on top of this brand new Nexus. I mean, the Nexus isn't brand new, but the Static D was. Baneling's trying to dive into this base. A lot of action again, as herO's now on the defense, but he is going to lose that 5th Nexus. It looks like that the rest of this is going to stay up. Disruptor's getting sent out, or Nova's getting sent out. Shield Battery's trying to hold on. Ling's not doing a terrible job here. And actually, up at the 3rd base, Dark seems to be pushing through. At least a little bit, doing better than I had expected. The Shield Battery energy is out. Ling sneak into the natural. Again, no door from herO. Feels like a consistent mistake against these Lings from Dark. herO, I feel like you just got to get like a couple of cannons and a Shield Battery in that, by that natural wall. If you're just going to leave the door open, at least make them do like a tower defense run through a bunch of cannons or something. So it's kind of painful. Yeah, anything. And Dark just keeps on pressuring Lings and Banes, trying to hit at this base. But as soon as he gets pushed back down here, he's going to hit that 3rd again. And I don't think there's much defense up there. This is a lot of Lings about to hit. Oh, man, this is doing so much damage. Adrenal isn't even done. Disruptor's walking into the wrong side of town. But you know what? They get some decent connections. They will help push this away. 18 more probes going down. So Dark, not on a huge worker count, but keeping herO down to an even lower worker count by just killing tons and tons of probes. That seems to work pretty well for him. Sticking with the Lingbane Hydra kind of force here. Dark did build a fleet beacon, but he's not using it right now. 3 Immortals is a really interesting choice. It does add a lot of beef to the army, but Immortals aren't particularly good against the majority of these units. Like, they do okay against Hydras. Oh man, they're not great against Lings. Super Shield Battery is turned on, and I feel like Dark shouldn't be fighting into this, but you know what? He's got Banes running into that Super Shield Battery, so he will take that out. Most of the Lings have died. It's kind of just the Hydras at this point, but there's just, oh my god. I say that, but like just a handful of Lings that were left crushed through so many Stalkers. herO down to 100 supply. And Dark is still at 160. He's actually droning a little bit now. He's got his whole side of the map covered in creep. herO is trying to get back to mining at his 4th base, but his 4th base is now so low in hit points. I'm a little bit worried about it if the Lings get back in. Dark is playing this like crazy, just so Ling heavy. It feels so swarmy. It's such a cool thing to see, especially after last night. We just saw these guys play a best of 5. 24 hours ago we saw this, and none of the games looked like this. I feel like we did not see Dark go this Ling heavy, this swarmy of a style. I mean, Ling Hydra, that's like a Brood War style. This is like some old school Zerg stuff he's got going on here. And it's weird to me though that herO is building like disruptors and Immortals. Guys, Colossi hard counter every unit Dark is making. And I know, listen, Vipers are good, Dark's great with them. But like 3 Colossi popping out could be sick. Baneling smashing into a Nexus, killing it. Lings and Hydra smashing into a Nexus and killing it. And guys, with that, I think Dark's just going to go up 2-0. herO is dropping down under 100 supply. And I'm going to move the mic again so I can sit back down, because that, my friends, is the end of that game. GG, man. Damn, Dark. Honestly, smashing in those first 2 games. But he smashed in game 1 and 2 last time. It felt like Dark was about to take a 3-0 last night. Like, it was pretty good. You know, it was good games, but it felt like Dark was about to win 3-0. And that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Like, what is herO going to do? But I feel like herO might have. I feel like herO might have an answer. I don't know, though. I don't know. The way Dark is playing is really sick. I love the super heavy Ling style. I like that he changed it up between games, too. Like, there was no Hydras in game 1. And that allowed him to get into those Ultras pretty quickly. Game 2 didn't focus on getting into the Hive tech. I mean, he had Hive, but he didn't have any, like, Hive tech. It was just to get, like, Adrenal. And I guess, like, 3-3. Using those Hydras instead, which allowed him to get that kind of DPS out extra early, like actually substantial units out a little bit earlier than in game 1, changing it up just a little bit. But in any case, we're in game number 3. We're going to Altitude, nice snowy map here, and spawning in the upper right hand corner, we have the Red Protoss for Dragon Kitesy Gaming, herO, and his teammate in the lower left on match point. Just has to win one more game. Can he do it? It's the Blue Zerg. Dark. I can't believe these guys have now been in 4 finals in a row against each other, at least that I've cast. On my channel, this is now the Dark versus herO channel. But I'm hoping to see something different from herO this game. I was a little surprised he went for Blink +1 last game too. Like, after game 1, which I do think herO made some good moves in both games, but Dark was able to deflect a lot of that pressure. Not easily, but he was able to deflect it and eventually just overwhelm herO. And it just surprises me a little bit that herO saw game 1 and was like, you know what? We're going to try it again. It did not work in game 2 either. But this is where I do worry a little bit about Dark's mentality. I feel like Dark is struggling in the mental game against herO right now. Again, this is based off the last 3 times they fought each other. I think herO has won every single time. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like what's happened is Dark can win 1 or 2 games, but herO wins a game, and then herO doesn't stop winning the games. That's kind of what it feels like to me. That happened last night. That definitely happened one of the finals last week as well. So I am a little worried that maybe Dark is thinking about that, right? Every time I play this guy, if he wins a game, like, he comes back, I just can't seem to win the whole series against him, even last night. Dark isn't usually somebody I worry about having that kind of mentality thing with. He's a very mentally strong player, and usually a very confident player. Sometimes even to his detriment, he's so confident. Some might even call him cocky. But it often works out for him, because it turns out he's really, really good at the video game. So he kind of deserves it. He deserves the cockiness, but this is what I want to see from herO. I want to see him change it up. A Glaives opening, a solid build. It's a little bit, I don't want to say predictable, it's a little bit bold. Like, 4-gate Glaives, it's an ancient build at this point. This is like 2018 Katowice era. when... Yeah, 2018, or I guess it would have been... Yeah, 2018 Katowice, right? That's the one that herO lost, that we were all surprised herO lost. I guess it would have been early 2019. No, because that's when Sue won. I'm thinking about when Rogue beat Zest in the finals. 2020? I don't know. Whenever Zest invented Glaive to Depth builds. Apparently he did against Zerg. In any case, this is an old build. herO, though, going for the Dark Shrine behind it, and I like this from herO. I like this because I actually haven't seen the Glaives into Dark Shrine build in a minute. Like, it feels like it's been a while for me since I've seen Glaives into Dark Shrine. And maybe it's been a while for Dark, too. That being said, he's got some Spine Crawlers coming up, so he's not completely without detection. He's got the Bane Nest on the way, so he is thinking about Glaives, not just a few Adepts pressuring the front, which we do also see. Sometimes we'll see the Adepts pressure and then blink behind it. Oh, don't finish that shade. Ooh, no, Dark is so ready for this. Glaives is done, but a lot of Adepts getting just damaged right now. A few of them going down. Only 5 Adepts going to get out of there. That was a good fight for Dark. I mean, technically, like, the trades or whatever, but the fact that Dark killed some Adepts and pushed them away is huge. Drone staying safe here. Looks like the Adept's just going to get picked up and go up to the high ground. But there's Lings and Queens up here as well, and the Prism's just going to have to run on out of there. And now it's onto the Dark Shrine to get some damage done, because herO doesn't have the third yet. He's about to take it. 4 DTs get warped in. If the Adepts are threatening over at the third base, they're going to cancel that shade. The Prism's going to head into the main base. The Spore Crawler in the main is not done yet. Oh, yeah. Dark's thinking about it. He's bringing the Spore up from the natural. That's a good burrow positioning on that Spore Crawler. Oh, going to go for the recall. I love this from herO. Just gets out of there. And Dark realizes that's what happened. He goes back to mining. But herO saves the DTs, and I think that's crucial. Oh my god, he warps in 4 more. It's so expensive. Now he's going to go for the Archon Morph. Thanks to one of the more recent patches, Archons can fit through single walls. Zest versus herO 2020 is what I was thinking of 47 is. It's hard to think about because in my brain, it's the same thing. It's the same problem the Super Bowl has, where the whole season would have been 2019, but Katowice, the finals, happens in 2020. So I like struggle to remember which year is which. In any case, I don't think this build was done in the 2020 Katowice. herO is now hitting with 4 Archons. Banelings trying to get on top of the Adepts, and they will get on top of the Adepts. So many of them going down, and now the Archons are getting surrounded by Zerglings. A couple of them will get picked up in the Prism, though. And the Adepts are in the main, not getting drone kills, but forcing the drones to leave, trying to go down now into the natural. But there are some Roaches and Lings here to stop them from getting too much damage done. Archon drop. Oh, the Prism's going to go down. There's nothing really to kill these units right now, though, so herO is just going to run away. Adepts still trying to get something done in the natural. Looks like most of them will go down here. A couple of them do make it up into the main. Actually, all 3 of these made it up into the main. All of a sudden, we're up to 12, 13 worker kills. Great target fire down here for a second from herO as well. And this is the danger with these kind of Glaive to Depth moves, is it felt like Dark did a beautiful job holding on, barely took any drone damage, and then just like that, 14 drones have gone down. And the ones that didn't kill drones have actually traded okay against the actual army. And yeah, these have been good trades for herO, who during this got his third base set up. He's now up 12 workers. He still has DTs on this side of the map, so it's a little bit hard for Dark to push across, right? Because, yeah, maybe you have a single Overseer for detection, but if the Stalkers and Archons just shoot that Overseer down, DTs kind of win the day. So you don't really want to hit until Roach speed is done, until you can get maybe 2 or 3 Overseers, or at least enough Roaches where the Overseers can't get sniped. But that gives herO time to build up Immortals as well, get more Archons, more Stalkers. Blink and +1 are nearly done. herO is very well set up back at home, and this is starting to feel like a real herO game. This is what herO was looking for. The DTs didn't get much done. The initial Adepts didn't get much done, but just those last few Adepts hitting in the main, and then the natural, and then the third, the Archon drop. That kind of stuff worked so well for herO, and it's put him in a decent lead. Dark is by no means dead, and actually, as we see, he's gone up to 74 workers. He's got a very sizable army of Roaches out now, building some Ravagers and replenishing a lot of Lings. Loves his high Ling count. herO's gonna go for a push. I don't like this push, actually. This feels like a dangerous push. Bit of a weird Zealot Archon maneuver over on the left-hand side. Going for the push with the kind of beefier army on the right. Dark able to push both away, but Archon drop still a potential problem here. Especially with the Zealots warping in. The Ravager is going to come up, maybe try to bile down that Prism, but no, it runs away into a Spore Crawler. Oh my god. The Zealots are targeting down the lair. Some of the Zealots are targeting down the lair. If all the Zealots targeted down this lair, I think they kill it. In fact, they might kill it anyways. There's still 2 left alive. This lair is so low, but the Transfuse holds on, but it doesn't matter. Because you know what? There was damage going on the low ground too. And herO had a 4th base behind it. And Dark just couldn't hold on. And my friends, I'm worried. I'm worried for Dark. herO has won a game. Just one. But now he's got a little bit of momentum. Got a little bit of something, and I hope it's not working itself into Dark's brain. I want to see Dark make it back, pull it back. I want to see Dark get the win. And I know that's favored casting, but I just don't want him to feel like I don't want him to feel like he can't beat herO, because he clearly can. He's beaten him in all these series. I don't know, man. It's just been tough for him. Been tough for him to close it out. I want to see if I'm right that herO did win all those other series. You know what? Dark won ESL Cup last week. Okay, it was 3-2 Dark wins. I didn't remember that. Genuinely didn't remember that. Okay, so Dark is able to do it. He's able to do it. All right, never mind. I take back my bias casting stance. Now, I just want to see good games for the fans. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Babylon is our Dragon Kites Gaming Protoss. Pulling it back. Getting the victory. The Glaive, the Depths, DTs, Archons working it out for him. It is herO. And of course, his opponent in the upper left-hand corner, still on match point, still just needs one game to win the series. It's Dark. Okay, so last week, herO won KSL. Dark won ESL. This week, herO won KSL. Dark? Dark? I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if he can do it. Do we get the back-to-back same results? Honestly, if Dark 3-1'd here, I think their map score would be dead even over all 4 of those finals. That would be insane. Because last week, herO got a 3-1, and then Dark got a 3-2. This week, herO got a 3-2, and then Dark gets a 3-1. It'll just be like a palindrome of results. beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. See what we see out of herO in this game. I feel like it might be another Stargate, although with that pylon positioning, I wonder. I guess, I don't know, still could be a Stargate. Wondering if it's a robo. What is he going to do with that robo? I don't know. Maybe herO can pull out a cheeky, you know, Immortal Sentry all-in for us. Nice 2-base Immortal Sentry push. Ah, it's just the Stargate. Lame. Come on, herO. Give us something good, man. No. It's good. It's good. Nice macro build. Oracle opener. Maybe he'll go for a Phoenix first to kill the Overlord. Oh, finding some drones. Drone running away. Run away! He gets out of there. Good work, drone. Good job running away. Brave, brave, said drone. So bravely ran away. Man after my own heart, that drone. Oracle opener, nothing crazy here from herO. It's mostly the follow-up tech that's really going to make a difference. And if he's able to get some damage done. We have seen games where it just feels like he gets crazy damage done with the first few Adepts and the first few Oracles. There's a particular game against Scarlet last night that it was so heartbreaking to watch. Just felt like he picked her apart right at the start of the game. But it's tough to do. Dark's going to be pretty good at defending that kind of stuff. So herO is going to look for an opening, but not counting on it, I'm sure. Forge goes down. No Twilight Council yet, though. Where's the Twilight, man? Ooh, double Oracle. Not a lot of drones to kill, but double Oracle. Hit the main base now. The Spore Crawler going to push them away, but they get 5. That's a nice little bit of drone damage. Where is the Twilight Council? Okay, there's the Twilight Council. Feels very late. Maybe herO a little too focused on the micro there. Roachhorn going down for Dark this time, so not going to stick with just pure heavy Ling, like Lingbane. Wants to get into some Roachers, and I think that's a good call since we do have charge coming out of herO. So both players changing it up a little bit. There's that charge I was talking about that herO was liking last night. Seems to be working pretty well for him, but yeah, the Roachhorn from Dark is a good read on what herO's doing. Cheeky little Oracles come back in, get some damage done, run away. Cowards all. Well, we got the cute little dudes down here, cute little kitty dudes, kitty Ewoks, with their friends, the scavenger birds, eating the corpse of this animal. This is very cute. This one's playing bongos on a dead Marine. You'll love to see it, truly. It's honestly so adorable. Dead Marine's over here too. So even a leg. All right, enough looking at the cute stuff. Oh, Dark's bringing the queens with this. He's really pushing. This isn't just Lings and Roaches. This is Lings, Roaches, Ravagers, and Queens, the big deals. Only one Oracle here right now. The other Oracles are coming back, but they fly over the Queens. Oh, huge mistake, taking so much damage. Where are the shield batteries for herO? More gateways opening up, but this third base is looking pretty dead. A lot of the buffer for the Ravagers is gone, but more Lings showing up as I speak, spilling across the map. Probes are all going to go down. The third base might die, and honestly, it looks like Dark's disengaging with the third because he wants to push up the ramp, but the Lings aren't here, so the Zealots and Archons get right on top of some of those Ravagers. Really nice move there from herO to take advantage of that moment, because herO needs to hold here. Oh, really nice. Biles gets on top of that Immortal. The Archon got stuck, surrounded by Lings, couldn't even fire, and now the Lings are up front. Shield battery is only halfway done. Oracles seem to be mostly out of juice, and herO doesn't seem to have too much left. Oh no, the Artosis Pylon! Oh my god, it depowers everything. That is brutal. It needed a tasteless buddy. It's getting one now, but it might be too little too late. By the time that finishes up, the third base is completely gone. Dark's going to just pull back. He's going to disengage. Still has more Roaches on the way. He's on 60 workers, 3 bases to 2. And I feel like Dark is just in a commanding position right now. What do you even do as herO? I guess you get out Disruptors. That's a pretty good call. No Dark Shrine, though. Disappointed in the lack of Dark Shrine. Come on, herO. You know the rules. One behind Dark Shrine. I don't think it'd really get too much done here. There's already spores up everywhere. Dark's defense is locked down tight. herO's just going to try to retake this base. He is very far behind. But that being said, Dark sacrificed a lot for that, right? He's super late to a lair. We're 9 minutes in. Here's the lair. Fourth base just now going down, so it's not like Dark's economy is spectacular. He's obviously ahead in workers and ahead in mining, but the army supply is a little bit misleading because there are so many Roaches and Ravagers here for Dark. They take up a lot of supply, and especially without Roach speed, they're not that great. So herO's army is probably fairly comparable, honestly, especially if he lands like 2 disruptor shots that are decent. It's going to be hard for Dark to actually fight this. Oh, I love this move from Dark, though. I was not expecting this. The Infestation Pit goes down right away as soon as that lair is done. And then straight into 13 Swarm Hosts. We really don't see Swarm Hosts against Protoss all that often anymore, but in this kind of weird position, I love this from Dark. He's just going to keep herO back, cleaning down the rocks, just trying to make sure herO can't just build a bunch of units and push, because that's really tough for Swarm Hosts to deal with. But if herO's back at home when that first wave of Locust pops in, oh yeah, it can get some big damage done. Oh, we are kind of min-map though. Dark, I think, going to be forced to pop the Locust a little bit early. Nice Disruptor Nova. Second one coming out. This is going to mean the Locusts don't have a lot of time left once they land, but Dark's going to try to push at the same time. Oh, these Locusts doing a great job out front. Getting some kills on the front lines. They will all get cleaned up. Again, a couple good Novas here, but Dark is maxed. He is fully maxed. 13 Hydras on the way. Oh my god, Biles just killed an Immortal. We do have a Zealot run by trying to dive in here as the Disruptors and their army move forward. In fact, the Zealot run by going to go straight after the Swarm Host. Gets on top of a few of them. Biles trying to kill the Prism. They do kill the Prism. Oh my god, look at how many Hydras and Queens there are here. The Disruptors have their work cut out for them. I mean, this fight's going better than I expected it to, but that's only because the Swarm host can't fire just yet. I think Dark's going to just clean this up. herO's down to 65 supply, and it looks like Dark will get the 3-1 victory, evening up the map score between these two. In the last 4 best of 5s they've played that I've seen, the map score between them is dead even. Man, these guys they're just so well matched up against each other, and they always give us a bang in finals. Even 4 times in a row, I'm not sad to see it. GG's to Dark and to herO. What an awesome series. I love it.